Well, hey, be joyful. Hope you're doing well today. Good to be with you. We're in 1 Peter 3:13 through 15, and Peter is still wrapping up this theme of acting towards others in humility. Those who are over us, those who are beside us in relationships, those who are under us in every situation. Humility, kindness, gentleness. But he's going to turn to this idea of evangelism and how to connect with people through that means of our character. So, now who is there to harm you if you are zealous for what is good? But even if you should suffer for righteousness' sake, you'll be blessed. Have no fear of them, nor be troubled. In your hearts, honor Christ the Lord as holy, always being prepared to make a defense for anyone who asks you for a reason for the hope that is in you. Yet do it with gentleness and respect. So, for several paragraphs, he's been encouraging us, act with humility, gentleness, and kindness. Bless others. And then he says, hey, there's a reward for blessing other people. God cares that we bless others. He'll bless us. He says, when you act in that way, when the gospel is transforming your life and you're acting that way towards other people, you're going to get questioned about it. Something's going to stand out about you. And sometimes that's going to be positive and sometimes it's going to be negative. Be ready when you get questioned to talk about the gospel, to defend it, to share with others what it is that is inside you that makes you different, the hope that is within you. So I think his counsel here is timeless evangelism instruction. Bless people no matter who they are or how they approach you. When you're asked why it is that you're different, be prepared to share with them and have a conversation. And I think there's two sides of that. One is about knowledge and one is about practice. So a lot of times when we are going to enter into a conversation about the gospel with someone else or a group of people, there's a certain amount of fear. We're like, well, what if I say the wrong things? What if I don't know enough? How's this going to work out if I'm not strong enough in my faith to defend it and I mess it up? Well, there's something in that is real. He's saying, don't be afraid of that. But I've always thought, if God wants to bring someone to know him, can you mess that up? And I remind myself of that. If he wants them, I can't stand in the way. And he does want them to know him. So I go through that process in my mind. But it's not about how much knowledge I have so that I can convince them. It's more about, is there an opportunity to have a conversation and get into that conversation. So knowledge is important, but practice is the thing I think that's even more important. It's less about what you know and just engaging in a gentle and kind conversation with someone around the gospel. We'll need to talk before we feel like we're ready. So practice it. And that's what I want to encourage you to do as an application for this is it could be a conversation with somebody who already knows Jesus and start there, but just practice talking about the hope that is within you that Peter's talking about. Practice that. If you have friends who are not believers, you can get into a conversation with them, but he gives that incredibly important gospel conversation advice. Do it with gentleness and respect. Honor the other person you're talking to. We're not trying to beat them over the head, but we're trying to introduce them to the hope that's within us. So, just a few thoughts, and we'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.